This was the moment everything changed. I was leaving Ghana not just for a trip, but to start a completely new life in Canada. Now, today's video is a bit personal. It's a bit personal to me because I'm going to tell you my story, how I moved from Ghana to Canada, and now I've been able to adjust completely to this new life. So before I came, I did a lot of research about Canada and I thought, okay, I am ready to settle in Canada now. We are moving and I'm well prepared. But let me tell you something. No amount of the research and how fully you are prepared for your new experience, especially maybe the weather. No amount of it can fully prepare you for the real experience. There is something called the real experience. So I had not had that particular experience coming in here. So I thought, oh, I had already prepared for it, not knowing that I'm going to miss something different. Back in Ghana, I thought, okay, maybe the weather was going to be normal. It's going not normal. I thought the weather was going to be very cold, as they used to say, but not knowing that this weather will just hit you in a different level that you can never imagine. So when I got to the airport and met my husband later after checking in and met my husband, he told me, wear your jacket, mommy, wear your jacket. I said, no, you hold on, I will wear it later. I'm not feeling cold. He said, when we go outside, the weather is very cold. That time I had not thought about the weather outside. I thought the weather is the same as how I was feeling at the airport, inside the airport. So after we took our elevator and got out to the car park, the moment we opened the door, the weather just slapped me, like that. Then I said, oh my God, I'm feeling cold. At, 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 at once my skin, I was in a button shirt and my neck was exposed, like my chest was exposed just like this. At once my skin started shrinking. I said, wow. And my eyes were teary, they were full of tears. I said, God. So I said, give me the jacket. I started shaking. So when I was shaking, he said, I told you, you didn't listen. I told you. You think the weather is like do you think the weather is like being in Ghana? So I came in November. Yes, so the weather was very cold. When I came the following day, the snow fell. So I had that experience and I wore my jacket. Even in a heated car, I was still feeling extremely cold. When I came to the house for about 3 months, I was always covered. I felt that the weather in the house was the same as the weather outside. No, I was feeling cold throughout. No matter what I do, I was just feeling cold. And that was my first reality check. The weather. The weather really showed me pepper. Starting life from the scratch. Coming into a new country, you are not just changing location. You are starting life all over again. New system, new people, new culture. And for me, it was even deeper because I was not just adjusting alone. I was building a family here. So, learning how things work, how people live, how to balance being a mother, a student, and adapting at the same time. It wasn't easy for me, But slowly, I started figuring things out here in Canada. Let me tell you how I save money. So one thing I quickly learned in Canada is how to be intentional with money. I started buying things in bulk. So you have to. Me and my husband, we started buying things in bulk. And if it's rice, we buy it in bulk. If it's oil, if it's soap, if it's toothpaste, those kind of things are very important. And the basic groceries, you have to be very careful, with those ones. And when you are buying these things, you have to check the expiry dates doing that. And also, and don't just buy anytime. I wait for sales, when prices drop, that's when I stock up. I am very fast about it. So sometimes even the rice, oil, soap, and all that, it can take almost like a year. I will still be having some, I never get short of those things because I make sure we save money and buy it when they are on sales. Even clothes. Yes, even clothes. I make sure I wait, I wait, and when they are on sales, first I go there. That's why I love to visit the fabric store. You know, something, when coming to Canada, there are certain things you have to know how to do. There are certain skills. It will really help you cut down cost. Like if you want, like braiding your hair, styling, sewing, all those things. I have all those kind of skills. So me, there are even certain clothes that when you want to buy in stores, even you see, especially when you see a particular style, a beautiful style, our African print styles, you might want to wear it. Where are you going to sew these things? Where are you going to buy it? I quickly do it. And when the prices are on sale at fabric store is like my home. I go there, do my shopping. I love going to the fabric store. Let's go and look at how I do my shopping at the fabric store when the prices are down. The prices are so cheap. And I buy a lot of fabrics when I go there. I love fabric store. So that is the fabric store. Yeah. Is it? That's the fabric store. So I'm here. Okay. Let me see if this is stretchy. Staying in Canada is not like you being in your home country or me being in Ghana. Sometimes you will miss a typical local food to eat. You want to stay connected to Ghana. It's the food, the local food, banku, fufu, fufu, acheke, TZ, all these things. And you can never find all these things anywhere except the African store, you know. So I normally go there for my shopping. I really go there, do my shopping, then buy our local foods. And I really enjoy doing that. I have to go there for my groceries, especially for my local foods. So let's go to the African store and see how it goes. Hey guys, so today I'm in front of an African store. I'm coming to buy my favorite food, and this place is owned by a Ghanaian. Yes, this place is owned by a Ghanaian. I'm going to buy one of my favorite foods called acheke. So today I'll take you people inside and I'll be doing other shopping too. Yeah, so hi. So I'm inside the African store. Let me check one or two things here to buy. Let me check. I am going to buy one of my favorite this one. Yeah, oh, sorry. Okay, so we have oh, this yellow gari. There is yellow gari here, and there is a white gari. Okay, okay. Oh, this is a gushi. Yeah, in Ghana we call this plantain. There is plantain here. Hey, there is garden eggs, spinach. Yeah, this one I'm coming to buy the acheke, which is smoked fish. Yeah, this is acheke, which is oh, this has really frozen. I'm buying acheke. This is it. So there are yams. This is the African store. Oh, this is $34. Okay, 28. And there is palm oil. Hey, zomi. Zomi. This is zomi. And look at the way their cassava looks like. It doesn't really look like ours in Ghana. But anyway, we manage. This is from Jamaica. It's very delicious. Very sweet. There is coconut. This palm oil. Okay. Hey, what floats? Puff. How much? $2. Oh, oh. And they sell all these things here. Chips. Chin chin. I bought it. So if you want to feel, if I want to feel closer to home, or if I want to feel closer to Ghana and get my authentic food, I come here and do my shopping. Yeah, I'll have to look for, there are, do you know that there is clay, white clay, in Ghana they call it chili. I used to eat this when I was pregnant, but the moment I gave birth, I stopped. And dry fish too. We have dry fish. What is the price? What is this? This is Kobe and herrings. Yeah, yeah. Another thing that helps me adjust and connecting with my people is connecting with the Ghanaian community. Attending church, going for Ghanaian programs. You meeting people so that you meet the Ghanaian community. It will help you meet people. This is quite interesting. It's very interesting. Sometimes you go for a program and you meet your long lost classmates. You see them and say, wow, this has been long. So all these things are very, very important. When I came here, I've tried my possible best to understand the culture of Canada, how the people live, and there is something that I'm trying to do. When I have already started with Brampton. I've made a video about Brampton. I wonder, yes, I've made a video about Brampton. You can check it from the link. I wanted to know about the history about Brampton community, how it started, how when you go to a place, try to learn all those things, how it came about. I will make sure that I know about every place, like in Ontario here. If it's Vaughan, I want to know how Vaughan came about. I'm trying to know everything, like everything about these things. I want to connect all those things to really understand Canada. So I have tried to learn a lot of other people's culture, how, especially where I'm staying right now, Brampton. I have learned it. I know a lot where it began from. I have learned all those things and they are all in a video. I will one day go to a place and video that particular room. If you are having kids, you have to be taking your kids out. There are fun parks, gaming centers for kids. You take them out for them to be happy. It's not like back home that you have a very big compound, a very big yard. This place, because of the bad weather, kids don't really get that chance to go run around, play, and all that, which is really can affect them. So when you get that chance, take your kids out, let them have fun, swim, play, gaming centers, meet their friends. They call it extracurricular activities. So you have to do all those things so that your kids can be very happy. And also you can be going out with your family to beaches during summer. When I get time, I take my family. We go out during summer. We go to the beach. We go to the beach, and other places to have fun. Just go out, have fun with your family. In the evening, sometimes you go for dinner. You meet family and friends. Then you have your dinner. Else, this country is the boredom is going to kill you. Else, the boredom of this country is going to kill you. This place is difficult to have friends. This place is extremely quiet. You can walk on a street and you meet nobody on the street. You'll be the only person on that particular street walking throughout. So when you get time, go to places, the CN Tower. And Canada is one of the places that have a lot of tourist sites. Canada has, hey, Canada is a beautiful country with a lot of tourist sites. You can, it has endless and amazing places to go and watch sightseeing, uncountable. They have a lot of lakes, waterfalls. Oh my God, it's beautiful. And there is something that makes me extremely happy when I am going to school. My going to my from my house to my school is very long. So the road trip, there is this small town. One day I will just get down and explore the place. I've never gotten down. I only sit in the car, and we don't use the main highways to school, and we use this is it backyard, those roads, and we use that a different route, those road trips. There is this town called Bolton. I just like the town, that small town. I just like it. So I've served myself coming to eat my acheke. You see my food. Yeah, we are going to talk about it. So this is my favorite acheke. I love it so much. This food this food is eaten by this food comes from Cote d'Ivoire, but it's also eaten by some people, some tribes in Ghana, and I really love it. Highly nutritious. We have me I for my personal delicacy, or is it? Yeah, for me, I really love adding peanuts to it. I have peanuts. I have, this is tilapia fish, raw onions, you know, and I have raw onions, cucumber, tomatoes, lettuce. Serious combo, very delicious. And now let's enjoy it together. So from this whole vlog, I've made a lot of videos, showcase a lot of places, and most of them were taken from the previous vlogs that I've made. So I'm going to leave a link so that you click on it and watch them. Okay, don't forget to watch them. But please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the like button, and leave a comment. Please keep subscribing. We are moving to 100 subscribers this month. Okay, so now let's enjoy our food. I'm combining all these things. When you combine all these things, cucumber, tomatoes, we eat it together. Then lettuce. I will take a little bit of fish. Okay, let me add a little bit peanut. Then I'll add a little bit of one onion. Very yummy, eh? Mmm. Mmm. This is delicious. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.